Welcome back, everyone, to another video where we journey through the waste to the Mojave of New Vegas. To the Mojave and New Vegas. But where we left off was I had just finished the Honest Arts DLC, which was a fun DLC. Yeah, it was a bunch of stuff that I probably skipped, but mainly I did it for the armor. Love this armor, love the story behind it. It's really cool. Anywho, in between parts, we did some shopping. I'm broke, but I managed to sell a bunch of crap through that we've collected. I went to the let's see here, Mojave Outpost, and had everything repaired that I wanted to keep. And then we went and kind of waited and sold a bunch of crap and kept waiting and not waiting, but we traveled all around, bought some stim packs from like the clinic in New Vegas and some traders over in Novak, and there were, long story short, we bought stim packs. We went to the gun runners here who had whoa yeah, we never opened the tab for ammo. Bought a shit ton of ammo from them. These guys had a ton of the 50 for the anti-material rifle, which was fantastic. They had like 100 rounds of 12 gauge between them and Novak and where did I get the other ones? The guy at the 538, I think it is. Is that what it's called? The place where you pick up Veronica. There's a guy there that you can buy ammo from. And I got some 12.7. I wound up getting like 200 rounds of 12.7. And like 20 12 gauge rounds. I don't know. Basically, I bought what I had to buy. So we should be pretty stacked for the next DLC. And if you know anything about Fallout New Vegas, you would know that if I'm buying gear, we're not going to a casino. I've tossed a coin, and we have 3 DLCs left. We have this one, which is Dead Money. We have this one, which is Lonesome Road. That one is last. You have to do that one last. It makes sense to do it last. And then we have this one, which is Old World Blues. Now, I want to do this one next because you get a place where you can go and basically stash all your stuff. Because right now, I've got stuff stored in a crate outside of the Northern Passage for the last DLC. And I'm worried it's all going to disappear because I don't even know if that's safe storage. I think it is, but I'm not entirely sure. But I love this DLC. This is my favorite DLC of all the DLCs. We're talking 3 New Vegas. Yeah, between 3 and New Vegas, this is my favorite DLC. It's Old World Blues. So we're going to go do that one next. That requires us to go here to the Mojave Drive-In, but we will travel to Nipton to make it a little quicker. Got a little bit of a cold. I haven't posted in a few days because of it, because my voice was kind of raspy, and I didn't want to get on here talking like this. But, let's see. Yeah, we're going south. We might be able to kind of zoom in maybe and see. Yeah, there's a drive-in movie theater over here. There's also the Good Luck Trailer Park, which has scorpions. And, that's wild. We have a Wastelander. He's got a lottery ticket. And he managed to take one out. Good for him. Why am I doing this? Okay. Let's just go do what we got to go do. I'm getting text messages over here on the side. Yeah, we're going to go. this way. Oh, there we go. This is a really funny DLC too. It's got some cool humor in it. Oh. Oh God, that's right. I have to wait till midnight, but we can still kind of at least see what we have here. We have this is United States. It's a satellite. It's a crashed satellite. So, all right, we're gonna wait until midnight. So that's what. We're at 6. So 7, 8. Oops. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Me no thinks good. Oh. It's a very creepy eyeball looking at us. The crash satellite seems to be the source of the strange transmission you received. Old World Blues is recommended for experienced couriers. Level 15, we're like, what, 25, 26? You have a premonition that while you're unable to return to the Mojave until you solve the mysteries of the Big Empty, you will be able to take anything you carry with you, and you will be able to return to the Big Empty anytime after completing Old World Blues. If you are up to the challenge, and you have all you want to carry with you, examine the satellite a little closer. The atomic wonders of science. Oh, wait. We're going to leave it alone for a second. Just for a second, because I want to see something. I don't know what that noise was. My computer just made a weird noise. It just went boom! Okay. We want to... What? Oh, had a pop-up come up. That was weird. I knew it was. I was trying to focus on what that boom was. It was a scan. It's trying to get me to, I don't know, like McAfee, just fucking give us money. Okay. Okay. What did I want to do here? Yeah, we're level 26. Pretty good. Whoop, press the console command button. I don't even know any console commands. I know, like, I think it's like TCL, which lets you clip. That's the only one I know. Oh yeah, we have plenty of stim packs. We should be good. Perks, general. I think we're okay here. Radio, mysterious broadcast. I don't think it tells us anything though. I think it's just music. I don't know. I'm sure if I listen to it long enough, it'll probably do something. But here we go. Let's take a closer look. One of my favorite, I say favorite, but a YouTuber that I've been following for a little while now has started posting New Vegas runs. So it's kind of fun to watch her.
In the years before the Great War, Big Mountain had been the home to the brightest minds of the 21st century. Scientists of vision were drawn to the facility to tackle the greatest technological challenges of the era. They sought to create a new world, fueled by technology for the benefit of all mankind. Sonic emitters, space-age alloys, DNA hybridization, force field particle research, autodoc advances in cranial, cardiac, and trauma surgery. The hopes and dreams of a century became realities in the electronic forges of Big Mountain. The nucleus of this research was the Dome, a huge stone facility that held the labs of every science known to man. It was a think tank where no problem could not be solved, where no question could not be answered. The Great War brought a new energy to Big Mountain and its scientists. Although sheltered from the front lines, the scientists waged their own war, fighting their battles at the atomic level. Equations and calculations marched endlessly across chalkboards and computer terminals toward one solution: winning the war. For years, the minds and computers of Big Mountain were a blaze of trajectories, weapon schematics, and nuclear theories. The problems began to outpace the solutions, first geometrically, then exponentially. As the war escalated, so did the questions. On the night of October 23rd, 2077, the scientists received an answer that put all their questions to rest. In the aftermath, Big Mountain's silent experiments went to sleep, their creators slowly dying in the new world that had been left behind. And the great stone in the middle of the Big Empty lay untouched, filled with countless technological wonders. Wonders that, in the end, had been answers to the wrong question.
You feel strangely heavier. A quick inspection of your body reveals faint surgical scars around your head, chest, and back. Patient gown-headed. Welcome to the Big Empty. The YouTuber in question I was talking about was Jessica Plays. I'll link her in the video. She deserves way more views than she gets. Really cool. She did a really cool Fallout 3 Vegas, very thorough, like bunch of parts. She did one for Cyberpunk, and I think she just recently started one for Fallout New Vegas. I recommend everybody give her a watch. She's really, really entertaining. See, there's a bunch of cool little nifty things in here. We have, yeah, see a lot of things. Oops, some wine. A lot of things in here are going to be missing personality switches. So you're going to have to find them. And every little thing in here, even from the jukebox to the light switches, like have a personality. There's Muggy. Like, oh, this is the safe where you can dump all your shit. In fact, I think I might have a couple things I want to put in here, like Maria. And, wait, what? Apart some stuff in here, like even like the sink. We have more mentats. You're gonna get a lot of mentats in here. Purified water, like yeah, the biological, like everything has a personality. This is a really fun DLC. Some vending machines. Okay, but we have to go to the think tank. Says a strange feeling of pacifism comes over you, and you cannot draw your weapon for some reason. Yeah. There they are. It's the think tank.
I thought I heard the pacification fields kick in. All right, shh. Nobody move. I'll handle this. Be warned, intruder. You are in the presence of a mighty think tank of Big Mountain. The collective geniuses of... We... By Oppenheimer, which one of you self-professed geniuses has been adjusting my volume knob? Who was it? Was it you, 8? Oh, Dr. O, was it? Likely story. O couldn't spark 2 neurons if they were in a lattice of biomed gel.
What? Me? Breaking news, Klein. It wasn't me, all right? I'm the robotical engineer. 8 is sound waves. That's his specialty. You always do this. You always demean me in front of guests. And it's not O, all
I've been watching Venture Brothers, so it's even funnier to hear.
Either of you do it again, it'll be the last time. Now.
It's Dr. Venture's voice actor.
Great. Now I forgot what I was saying. What was I talking about?
If you like 50 sci-fi, there's a lot of cheesiness in this, and it's going to be even funnier. How are you all speaking through that one voice box?
Did it just say something? Anyone catch that? Boros, you work with animals. Translate. It's a lobotomite. Here, in the dome. Oh, as if this situation couldn't get any worse. Now we've got lobotomites. Gala, get the spray before it excretes all over everything.
Lobotomite? What are you talking about? I wake up here all cut apart and I want some answers. Not to cut your speech off. Is there something coming in on one of the big monitor? I don't give a shit what you have to say. Tell me why you hauled me here now. I wake up here all cut apart and I want some answers.
Dr. Klein, if my hypothesis is correct, this lobotomite is the repository of the brain we sent the signal to, the skinvelope once containing it. If so, it's proof that there may indeed be something beyond the crater. Just look at it. The way it blinks. It's like a big, hairless teddy bear.
I know what it is, Dollar. I want to know why it's down here. With its limbs all over everything. And are those penises I see wriggling on its feet? Disgusting.
I believe those are toes, Dr. Klein. Little teddy bear toes. Penises are much larger than those tiny extremities. Not that I would know.
I don't recall the human penis ever being that large.
It depends on one's own frame of reference, Dr. O. Look at its little nose with its 2 orifices for ingesting oxygen.
Noses? By the great static. These lobotomites confound me with their sheer number of useless extremities.
Okay, we got a science and a speech. You can hold up. We're going to do science. I think science is better in this one. All right. So hold up one finger, point itself, point at them, hold up 5 fingers.
Now it's holding up an array of fully erect hand penises. If it tries to insert them, activate vivisectors. Dr. Klein, wait. I don't believe those gestures were random. Random at all. It's been following our conversation. The lobotomite understands us.
I agree with Boros's histrionic findings. This little lobotomite is unusually attentive for something whose brain has been extracted.
Nonsense. Lobotomites can't comprehend us.
8, have you been in the mentats again? If we slow down our oral processoreceptors to understand this excretion, we'll all be rendered ignorant.
All of you, power down, shut up, and let me prove once and for all how wrong you all are. As usual. Lobotomite, do you understand me? Can you speak?
Okay. Yes, I'm guessing that crashed satellite was yours?
Those were words, weren't they? In the form of questions. It's asking me questions. Is this some kind of trick? Our efforts have turned against us. In playing God, we created a monster.
Perhaps as we were ruthlessly lobotomizing it with our cutters, we filled this skin envelope with awareness. A teddy bear with new stuffing.
Wait. If what you're theorizing is this lobotomite understands us, can reason with us,
then this may be just the answer we've been looking for. At last, a chance to... Dr. Klein, a transmission from the Forbidden Zone, coming right at us. It can only be... If it isn't my old colleagues, the mighty think
like
tank of big
super
mountains,
villain.
big fools, all of you. It is I, Dr. Mobius, transmitting from my dome-shaped dome in the Forbidden Zone, a zone that is, yes, forbidden to you. Even now, my deadly robo-scorpions
mountain with their pincers and pointy laser tails. Soon, all science will be mine. Even the technology sealed in the big mountain research centers cannot save you. So cower in your think tank. Wait for the end. That's all. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Mobius. Always the same broadcast. He's clearly mad, driven insane by his flawed and imprecise kindergarten-level research methodology.
What are we going to do? There's no way we can breach the Forbidden Zone. There's those robot scorpions everywhere.
Robot.
The Forbidden Zone, where no brain has ever entered, nor ever returned.
Except Dr. Mobius and the technologies that could save us. They are out of our reach.
And Dr. Mobius mocks us. Did you see his cracked monitor? He's clearly let himself go.
What? Ask the lobotomite for help? Hey, I think you need the fluid levels in your logic assist pumps checked.
If this lobotomite responded, Dr. Klein, then it is clearly intelligent, perhaps even displays heretofore unknown levels of helpfulness.
But what of its brain? We scooped that out. We don't even know where we left it. And for putting it back in, none of us have the knowledge.
Yes, but it's still aware and responsive. Look at it. It's regarding us even now, with its big teddy bear eyes. If we ask it politely, and leave the part about the unnecessary, ruthless lobotomizing out, it might be favorably disposed to us.
You removed my brain?
We removed your brain, yes. So soft, barely wrinkled, yet so flush with knowledge and experience. Brain extraction technology has been standard practice at Big Mountain for an immeasurable amount of time.
Once the brain was out, then came the coils. The Tesla coils. The
coils of Nikola Tesla. Brainless perk. Your brain has been replaced with advanced technologies. Your head can no longer be crippled and is resistant to chem addiction. And shock from bodily damage. Nice.
Yeah, ain't no need to brag. Wherever your brain is, it's transmitting thoughts to you through the
Tesla coils in its head.
It's not all they took out.
Fortunate in many respects. If your brain was anywhere in the dome, why, you could access your aggression centers.
Circumventing the pacification field. This is a no-no. We have never been in a fight. We do not want that.
Reminds me of my days in American High. And Richie Marcus.
Okay. Obviously we'll do the check. That doesn't explain the laser sutures on my chest and on my spine.
Darla, was it necessary this time?
I assume full responsibility. I take my duties in the prodding and excision of living, breathing tissue quite seriously. Although in truth, the autodoc had done most of the work already. Quite industrious, almost cut into all my investigations.
Horrible.
Once it had removed the brain and I misplaced it, other organs began to cry for direction, using your nerves as telegraph wires. Rather than let them send their signals, I removed them as well. Shh, little organs. Go to sleep in your tanks. Dala loves you.
First was the heart.
Heartless perk. The scars on your chest seem to confirm that the think tank is sane. You cannot be poisoned, and filters in your artificial blood pump will... Oh god, I have an artificial blood pump. Will regulate bleeding and healing, allowing all healing items, chems, to function at a higher level. Robots are now confused by you and 50% less likely to score a critical hit. That's a really cool perk.
Oh, wait, I mean, second was the heart. Brain was first. Third was the spine.
Spineless perk. Due to complications with the procedure, your spine has been replaced as well. Your torso can no longer be crippled, and your strength and damage threshold have been increased by +1. Once again, that's a great perk.
Spine. Totally overrated, that arrangement of vertebrae. Look at me, with my lumbar and thoracic curvature. Never had a use for any of that. Spineless is what I prefer.
You took out my brain, heart, and spine?
That auto-dock junk heap was one of Mobius's creations, like the rest of the talking scrap metal in the attic.
After that, the brain lost itself. Not in the metaphysical sense. Might have gotten flushed into one of the pipes. Actually, that's pretty likely.
Oh, Lord.
If so, it was flushed all the way to Mobius. Flush. That is the sound of flushing.
By the Fisher of Rolando, enough of this biological surgery talk. Lobotomite, listen to my voice. It denominates me to ask, but we need your help.
Oh, of course you do.
In most probable of probabilities, our enemy, Mobius, has your brain. This
Right.
is not good.
No,
He will
never
most
is.
likely come after our brains next. We want you to stop him, somehow, with science.
With science. You said something about needing technologies to stop Mobius? First you screw out my brain. Now you want me to save you? No, I'm not going to help you. You said something about needing technologies to stop Mobius?
Yes, it is our only chance. A desperate plan that came to us after Mobius's first broadcast. Maybe, just maybe, if we reclaim these buried technologies, we can put an end to Mobius and the horrors spawning from the Forbidden Zone.
What exactly is the plan? You're losing me in the generalities. I need specifics.
The plan was very complicated. We are still calculating how it would work if it succeeded. That is our part of the plan.
Why me? Can't you do it? Okay, I'll help. What do you need me to do?
Excellent. This is turning out much better than the activate the retreat protocols and cower in my room idea I had earlier.
Ah,
Agreed. Oh, and I've used my robotical knowledge to, transmit the radio map waves to... Settle down, 8. I would have gotten it in a second, all right? 8's transmitted the last known coordinates of the research centers. They, well, move sometimes. Or get buried. Or blow up.
8 is correct. All we need are the schematics. This does not mean we do not want the cold hard technology, however. So do not give in to your biological tired laziness and decide you would sweat too much carrying them. You have a new spine. Use it.
yeah, I got some
And
fetch
even if you
quests.
die in the act of reclamation, simply reaching them will auto-transmitify the schematics to us. That is still good. For us.
This whole place sounds dangerous. These devices sound dangerous.
Nonsense. This place is no more dangerous than a nuclear detonation site. Our technology is no more lethal than an overcharged Tesla cannon. The technologies are the X2 transmitter antenna array, used to focus coherent thought at excessively high frequencies.
Right.
The psychoanalytic, cardiac dampening, sneaky stealth suit. A suit like nothing this world has ever heard, seen, or could ever see.
And 8's sonic sound wave emitter projectile gun, able to broadcast sound at lethal frequencies. It also gives a great biogel massage.
There. We have informed you of all we need. We estimate if you are focused, your time investment will be minimal, by our standards. If you work quickly, you will be the recipient of a gesture of gratitude from us. We do not bestow these old world gestures lightly.
Trust me, I want to get this over with as quickly as possible.
Our intentions exactly. The important thing is you rush quickly through this task so as not to waste our time.
Right.
Do not get curious, or you will end up like the cat of Schrödinger.
In a
We
box?
feared you would be tempted to explore Big Mountain Crater and examine the many amazing non-mandatory research labs that lie off your designated path. The many such optional explorations are discouraged. Work hurriedly as if you have blinders on, and leave curiosities and items of interest alone.
Right.
So many sciences and developments. Pass them by. Let impatience and the desire to simply finish, to end it all quickly and carelessly guide you.
Oh no, we're gonna explore the fuck out of this place.
Right you are, 8. In our test results, we'll make a note about how quickly you ran our maze. Nobel challenge.
After all, there will be plenty of time afterward to partake of the experiments once our bidding is done.
Then can you help me get this done as quickly as possible? Sounds like a lot of walking.
Ah, that is correct. You must walk upon your many penised feet. Much slower than our advanced hovering robotical frames.
The little teddy bear could always run right into the pylon perimeter on its thick, turgid feet, returning it to us quickly and directly.
There's a perimeter?
The radar fence that surrounds the big mountain crater will protect you from straying beyond the facility.
Yeah, it's just the borders
The
of the
mighty
map, that's
radar
all.
fence protects us all. Get too close to
A
the
lot of
blinking
fucking talking,
posts,
though, huh?
and the proximity warning shall be your warning. You are too close.
If you get near it, your vision will blur as the electrodes in your head shut off one by one. Click, click, click.
Possible memory loss will occur, along with long-term nerve degradation. It is tied to not having a brain attached to your nervous system, but the nerve degradation is nothing to worry about. Such degradation would take many lifespans to become evident, and all biology dies. Such tiny inconveniences are less than the greater convenience and conveyance. You see, if rendered unconscious by the pylons, you will be returned to the sink, seemingly instantaneously by your deadened perceptions.
So I can't leave.
Oh, Dr. Klein? Dr. Klein? If I may intersect for a moment.
What is it? The lobotomite is asking me things, and I'm trying to ignore them. My processors can't ignore you both at the same time.
Well, you know how we asked it to fetch the sonic emitter thing? Turns out we already have it. What are the odds?
What is this, a high school science fair? Get your act together. You're making us look like a collection of round earthers.
You're always yelling. My receptors can't take it anymore. And neither can my feelings.
I am yelling because you contaminated specimens can't keep your probes off the volume knob on my voice module.
You have the gun already. I don't understand what you need.
It is truly the end of all intelligence when the lobotomite speaks more wisdom than you geniuses. So, if we have the sound wave, sonic projecto thing gun, then what in Heisenberg's name do we need from X8? Anyone?
I believe we need a new frequency embedded into the gun. It was designed to broadcast many sounds once charged. We just don't know the frequency.
And it is lost in X8, just as X8 is forever lost to us. The sadness of my high school days, the sadness of my youth lost.
Oh, really, Boros? All you did in high school was call me Fink Tattletale and all the kids you hated, you little teacher's pet brown hound.
Give the lobotomite the emitter. Does it have an audio effect frequency loaded?
Oh, I don't think so. Wait.
What is he doing?
I think he's sonjaculating into the gun. Getting it warmed up. Ding. Turkey's done.
You give it to the lobotomite. I'm not touching that thing.
Oh, I don't think so.
I'll do it if you two are going to be ashamed of your own technological needs. Let me give a little sonic sterilization first. Ooh.
She's just going, ooh.
All right. All antibacterial fresh. Here, my little teddy bear. I've thoroughly removed all Robco terminate code spew from the device. It is clean, shiny, and ready for your hands.
This sonic gun looks like an energy projectile. Got anything that spits a lead?
What did it say? Spit lead? What, like pencils?
Oh, I think it wants a combustion pistol.
A gun? Are you mad? We can't give it a gun. Guns kill. Leave big open holes in you that are like sores, but worse.
Dr. 8 is correct. We already have given the teddy bear a lethal sonic death ray.
Filled with this
Filled
sonic
with his
ejaculate.
sonic
Good
ejaculate
lord.
and sterilized by my soft oohing. Giving the teddy bear a gun would be the equivalent of following a glass of hemlock with an Abraxo chaser. Delicious and redundantly deadly.
If you're going to bring the Socratic method into it, fine. Give the Loboto bear a combustion gun. Burroughs, don't you have something like that?
Are you mad? We can't give it a gun. Guns... Wait, I said that already. Yes, I have the Cyberdog gun. With the little floppy metal ears and the curious nose sensor. Here.
Fine. Done. That gun makes me uncomfortable anyway. Always worried it's going to hump my chassis. Anything else, lobotomite?
This gun looks really hungry. I'd like to make sure it gets fed a lot of bullets.
Fine. Boros, more ammo. The good stuff.
Top shelf ammunition. Let's see. Hollow point? That's worthless, but tasty. Oh, and here's some JFP. As if bullets need jackets. The JFP might make it ill and poop a lot, but when you're hungry, you're hungry.
Nice. This should be enough.
Careful where you're pointing that. That device wasn't always a weapon.
Wow,
It
that's
was
a
more
lot
like
of
a
ammo in
force
this guy.
field
You
kind
see
of
that?
thing. Once.
Force fields
that
prevent us from
150
moving
rounds?
forward or backward.
They are irritating.
The sonic emitter was specially designed to disable our own safety fields here in Big Mountain. When some of us lost our access passes, Dr. O.
That only happened once. And I know you were behind stealth fielding my lab keys, Dalla. You formographer.
Dr. O, you rewind that comment.
Plenty of rewinding already going on in your formography tapes. Surprised that things don't snap out of their cases with repeated observations.
So this gun you gave me can disable force fields?
Yes. Maybe. Well, no, not currently.
Yeah, we lost that part of the schematics. Or Boros did. In one of his stupid labs. Or inside one of his stupid pets.
It is lost. All questions lead to this conclusion. The blue fields within Big Mountain shall be fielded with force. Forever.
I could care less about all this. Can I go?
Fine, so, yes. Get these things for us. Do not attempt to comprehend their complicated schematics. That is for us to do.
I'll head out then. Be back with these, things.
Well, good.
Wait,
Whoops.
is it leaving? But, Dr. Klein, the lobotomite will need rest, recuperation, things like that. I volunteer my chambers, so it might be stared at. My monitor radar slowly scanning its form to collect sensitive data.
No, that would put it too close to us. It could press buttons, turn lights on and off, and worse, let other lobotomites in.
We could give it Mobius's old room. That's where its brain got scooped out anyway. And plus, some of its parts are already there. Might be more comforting for it to hang out with its spine and heart. Home is where the heart is, after all. See what I did there? Wet literal.
I suppose. We'll have to move that couch out of there. Been putting that off too long.
H says, let the lobotomite take the Sync Central Intelligence personality chip and reinstall it. That stuffy Mobius program butler can walk the lobotomite, feed it, barter with it for us.
It would also prevent it from going to Higgs Village and taking up residence there with my teddy bears. And it would be nice to have it so close.
Your logic, combined with my desire to keep the think tank lobotomite free, has swayed me. Here, I present the Sync Central Intelligence. Lobotomite, take this chip to the sink, plug it in, and make sure the chip is clean, or it could skip. Then make whatever crude biologic demands you need of the sink. It will cater to most of your hormonal whims.
This chip looks like it was mass-produced. Are there other chips?
Are there other chips?
Are you echoing what he said, or are you asking for real?
He's asking, yes. Dr. Klein, there are many other personalities. If you recall, you hurled them off the sink balcony after your argument with Mobius.
It is not an argument if one is clearly right and the other is clearly wrong. I remember now. Yes, lobotomite. There are other chips. If you want, find them. I believe they're stored on holotapes in many of our facilities. But you should stay out of those. No exploring and discovering things. The Sync Central Intelligence should be enough for your needs.
I can trade with the sync intelligence, then I'll need something to activate that function, won't I?
I cannot dispute your logic.
It's gonna be a long part,
Do
bro.
we have objects to activate the chip's exchange routines?
What, like stuff? Things?
Yes, things.
I don't know. Might be some old Nuka-Cola or Sunset Sarsaparilla bottle caps lying around. It's not currency per se. Still might be enough to trick the Sync's trade routines. Mobius put that test line for caps in the code as a debug command, I think.
I don't believe that was Mobius's reason. His wild speculation concerning post-Holocaust economic systems was quite extensive and of high decibel.
Enough! Surrender these so-called bottle caps, Nuka and Sunset alike. In their role as things, they will serve as adequate test subjects.
All right, here, cap away. Hope that stupid chip chokes on them.
All right, having a store available will be helpful. It is a store connection, right?
Yes, you may need to wiggle it in a bit, but don't force it. We can't recode them if you break it. There is no more we can do to aid you, and our patience levels are depleted. Now go. Rest in the sink if you must, but leave us to our research.
If you're done, can we move again? My biogel's starting to crampagulate.
Of course! Go man your science stations! Go! I am surrounded by children.
Okay, and everybody goes off and does their little things. But okay, so we have everything we need. Took fucking forever, but they've done all their talking, and they've given me the really cool gun here. So we'll probably prop that at 8. This is the 357 mag too. Man, wow. Yeah, the dog, it bark. I'll show you when we get out. Okay, we're going to go ahead and call this video here. And when we get to the next part, we're going to explore the big MT and do everything we need to do because they gave me a laundry list of shit they need done. So we will see you in the next part.